All right, let's get right into it. Today we're looking at a concept that might just completely reframe how you see your daily life online, the architecture of engineered chaos. So, let's start with a really powerful question. We all know the feeling, right? That constant noise, the daily outrage, this sense that everything online is just spinning out of control. But what if that feeling, what if that chaos isn't an accident?
I mean, it's everywhere, isn't it? This feeling of being totally exhausted by being online. This story we keep hearing that our society, our social fabric is just fraying at the seams.
Every single day, you scroll through your feed, you glance at the headlines, and the message is loud, it's clear, and honestly, it's pretty overwhelming.
We're told over and over that society itself is breaking down, that the fundamental connections we have with each other are getting weaker, more brittle.
And that the way we talk to each other, our public discourse, is just completely falling apart. It feels random and broken and just chaotic. But here's where we pivot. This is the idea that changes everything. What if we stop seeing all this chaos as a mistake or a bug or a glitch? What if the system is working perfectly and producing exactly the result it was designed to produce?
And that leads us straight to this core concept. The chaos is an engineered design. It is a feature, not a bug. All that confusion, all that outrage, it's not some unfortunate side effect. It's the intended output of the entire system we're living in.
So what exactly is engineered chaos? Well, for our purposes here, let's define it like this. It's a digital environment that is intentionally, and that's the key word, designed to reward reaction over understanding. Its goal is not to help you understand the world, it's to get you to react to it instantly.
And this chart, well, it lays out the system's values perfectly. On one side, you see what gets rewarded: raw emotion, sheer speed, and instant reactions. And on the other side, everything that gets pushed to the back: reflection, depth, actual understanding. The entire system is built to optimize for that first column. And it all runs on this incredibly simple but powerful feedback loop. First, you get hit with an emotional prompt, a headline, a picture, a comment, designed to make you feel something and feel it strongly. Second, you have that instant reaction, a like, a share, an angry reply. And third, the algorithm sees that engagement and it amplifies it, pushing it out to way more people to start that whole loop all over again.
So, if you've personally found yourself feeling more on edge, more reactive, or just flat out exhausted from being online, you need to hear this. That feeling is not a personal failure. It's the completely logical result of spending time inside a system designed to make you feel exactly that way.
So, the big question is, why? Why build a system like this in the first place? To get it, we have to stop looking at what people are arguing about and start looking at the infrastructure underneath it all. This isn't really about whose opinion is right or wrong.
It's really easy to get caught in the trap of thinking this is all about bad people who have wrong opinions. But the architecture of engineered chaos doesn't care. It's agnostic. It doesn't care about your ideology. It only cares that you react.
No, what this is about is an infrastructure that was built for one main reason: to turn our human attention into a resource that can be mined and sold. Every second you spend reacting is another little piece of that resource being extracted.
And of course, this all comes at a price. It's a very serious one, but it's subtle. And that brings us to the real cost of living in a state of constant reaction, the quiet, creeping normalization of having no real choice at all.
This quote just hits the nail on the head. The choice that vanishes isn't some big life-altering decision. It's that tiny, crucial bit of space between seeing something and responding to it. The space where you get to decide how to respond, or even if you'll respond. When reaction is the default, that space just collapses into nothing.
And that is the real danger here. A system like this doesn't crash and burn in some loud, dramatic collapse. It's much, much quieter than that. It just normalizes. Our shorter attention spans, our quicker tempers, our knee-jerk outrage, it all just becomes the new normal. It's just the way things are now, online, and increasingly offline too. So we'll leave you with this final thought. Seeing that we live inside this architecture that's designed for reaction, it doesn't have to be depressing. In fact, it can bring a lot of clarity, because it puts a fundamental question right in front of all of us. In a world that is literally built to make us react, how do we consciously and deliberately choose to think?